Chapter 624. TLPS and Plumbers vs Mud Aliens. It starts in the city. Clayface was walking through the park and he was disguised as a normal person. Then he saw some thugs beating up a couple of people. Clayface, oh no you don't. He turned into his true form and beat the thugs. Clayface just defeated the thugs who killed the dead couple. Clayface, alright. I better get the dead couple back to the... Gets hit in the back. Clayface got back up to see the dead couple back on their feet with glowing purple eyes. Dead mother, I thought you'd never take those morons out. Dead father, before you ask, we hired them to get your attention. The dead parents revealed themselves. Their true forms were ugly mud creatures and they were hideously ugly. Clayface, what are you guys? Mr. Man, we are the men's and we are Leno pants but you humans call us sludge puppies. Mrs. Man, that's right. Clayface, even if you two kill me, my friends will come for you. Mr. Man, oh, you've got it all wrong, pagan. We're not going to kill you yet. We just need you to give a message to the rest of Team Loud Phoenix Storm. Clayface, what's the message? Mrs. Man, that we're coming to get our daughter back. And no one will stop us. Not even Ben Tennyson. The two Lenopans then threw a smoke bomb. When the smoke cleared, the two of them were gone. Clayface, I can't tell JD and the others about this yet. That'll only worry them. I need to see if I can solve this by myself. But first, I need to bring these thugs to the police. Clayface did so. Asterisk asterisk asterisk. At the estate we were talking, watching TV and playing card games. With us was our newest neighbor. He was a black hair kid with brown eyes, red Pottera earrings and a blue, green, and black shirt and gray camouflage pants and army boots. His name is Nicholas Fleming and he is 27 years old and he is a brand new neighbor and our newest member of Team Loud Phoenix Storm. Sitting by him is Lori Jimenez, who he has started dating a couple of days ago. Me, it's so awesome to have you with us, Nick. Nick, thanks JD. It's such an honor to be here. Me, do you have any special powers? Nick, I sure do. Watch. Nick held out his hand and a stream of slime fired from it and it hit the wall and burned a huge hole into it. Me, wow. You have acidic slime powers. Nick, that's right. I'm actually half human, half Viscosian. Ben, you're half of Goop's species. Kyan, that is so cool. Me, it sure is. Nick, you're not frightened? Me, no way man. We have seen all kinds of strange and awesome stuff all over the universe and on different planets. Ben, plus we know a bunch of people that are hybrids of aliens. Kyan, that's right. I'm half Necrophrygian, an insect humanoid race from the planet KYLMYYS. Starfire, me and Blackfire are Tamaranians from the planet Tamaran. Ian, I'm half human, half Havanian. My mother is a Havanian from the planet Havania and my father is Fire Lord Zuko and I'm also a firebender. Nico, I'm a Scion. One of the most powerful warrior races in the galaxy. I was born on the planet Vegeta but raised here on Earth. Nick, wow. You all did see a lot of stuff. Me, yep. Then Clayface came in. Skywarp, hey, Clayface. Clayface, hey, guys. What's going on? Prowl, are you okay? Clayface, nervously, of course. Never better. Might be a few problems later but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. I got a look of suspicion on my face as I knew he was hiding something. Then the doorbell rang. Maria R, I'll get that. Maria opened the door and to our shock we saw Scarecrow back from the dead. Maria, Scarecrow. You're alive. But you're sealed into the book of vile darkness. Scarecrow laughs in a girl's voice. Huh. Psyche. With that, Scarecrow turned into a girl with blonde hair, blue eyes, a black shirt with a white star on it, a red skirt and brown shoes. Ben, Lucy. Lucy M. Hey Ben. They hugged and were reunited. Ben, I'm so glad you are here. Me, that was really clever. Gwen T. Lucy is our cousin-in-law. She can shapeshift and she is quite the mischievous one. Me, I can see that. I'm glad you all are well. We turned and saw an elderly man with white hair, green eyes, a red Hawaiian shirt with orange flowers, blue pants, and black shoes. Ben and Gwen, Grandpa Max. They hugged him for the first time in a while. Me, so you are Max Tennyson. It's such an honor to meet you. Ben and Gwen told us so much about you. Max, I had a feeling they did. Me, we have so much to tell you. We told Max all about our adventures on different planets and in dimensions all over time and space. Max, you sure have done it all. Vince, we don't like to brag but yet. Max, I'd like to thank you all for taking care of my grandkids. Agony, it's no problem. Ben's a good little brother to me. Me, yet. Lucy, I noticed that you have whisker marks too. That is so awesome. Lucy M. Yet I don't know how they got there but I like them. Me, I can tell. My brother Naruto has whisker marks too. And he's just as mischievous as you. He did all kinds of funny pranks in the leaf that would put even the greatest of pranksters to shame. You guys would get along great. Lucy M. I'm sure I would. Frightwig, to Max, listen, Mr. Tennyson. I know that I attacked your family before. But I wasn't thinking straight at the time. So, no hard feelings? Me, Frightwig wasn't thinking straight when we encountered her. She was abused horrifically by her so-called parents and we brought them to justice. Max, I see. No hard feelings then. Frightwig, good. Me, cool. Ben, Grandpa, do you know what happened to Kevin? Gwen, when we were fighting Sunny's dark side, she hinted that something happened to him. Max, I'm sorry, you too. But the last time I saw Kevin was when he was fighting Vilgax. Nico, puts hand on Gwen's shoulder, don't worry, Gwen. Wherever Kevin is, I'm sure you'll find him. After all, he is your boyfriend. Nick, if he can be saved, we will save him. Gwen, thanks guys. Me, yet. Lucy, how is it that you are able to shapeshift like that? Lucy M. I'm a mud alien. I have the ability to turn into anyone. Ben, she's called a Lenapan. My cousin Joel is married to one named Camille. Shannon, I know about the Lenopans. Joel and Camille then came in. Joel, hey guys. Max, Joel and Camille. Joel, it's good we're all here, Uncle Max. Me, it's such a pleasure to meet you both, Joel. Joel, same here, JD. We heard so many great things about you all. Camille, yet. I'm afraid we have some bad news. My parents are at it again. Ben, your so-called parents are here. Camille, that's right. We last saw them at the park. Gwen, Clayface, wasn't that where you were patrolling earlier? Clayface, sweats nervously, yep. But I must have missed them. Sandman, Matt. Clayface, okay. I confess. Camille's parents were posing as a dead couple. I beat the thugs they hired and they showed themselves to me. They told me that they wanted Camille back and that no one was gonna stop them. I didn't want to tell you guys at first because I didn't want to worry any of you. Nico, Clayface, I appreciate that you wanted to stop Camille's parents by yourself. But I have a saying about fighting bad guys. Clayface, and that is? Nico, no one fights a villain alone. Me, that's a good saying, man. Nick, it sure is. And very wise too. Vince, yep. Very, I agree. Me, but Camille, why do your parents hate all humans so much? Camille, it's a very nasty history JD. Max, it's because of the Plumber Lenapan feud. Shannon, oh man. I've heard about that feud. Me, I've heard Ben talk about it once but I don't know the full extent of it. Let's see here. I pull up the information on the Plumber Lenapan War and it was a nasty decades-long war between the plumbers of Earth and the Lenopans of the planet Lenos. The Lenopans were often called sludge puppies and it was a nasty feud that went on for years. But just a few years ago Joel Tennyson and Camille Mann met and formed a relationship, resulting in a truce between the two battling races. Me, that is horrifying. Sakura, no kidding. And I thought the feud with the Hatfields and the McCoys was terrible. Me too. But there is a major difference. This war stretches hundreds of light years across the galaxy whereas the Hatfields and McCoys feud was across a river on the West Virginia-Kentucky border. Lincoln, that is a very big difference. Me, that's right. What was the reason behind this war, Max? Max, the Lenopans were causing a lot of problems on their world and we wanted to calm them down. But things only went from bad to worse when the war started. Me, that's a strange reason. But a lot of wars over the millennia were started for no apparent reason. Look at the Spartans during the Trojan War. That was sparked for no reason. Lori, war is literally a terrible thing. Me, it sure is. Nothing good ever comes out of war. All it brings is nothing but death, destruction, pain, and suffering. Foo, that's right. Lucy M., how are we gonna stop my aunt and uncle? Me, we have to use fire and water. Fire burns them up and hardens them and water will melt them. Camille, I won't let my parents do this. It was love that brought me to Joel and ended the war between my kind and the people of Earth. Nico, Camille, I appreciate that you want to help us. And you can. But you're basically asking us to help kill your parents. And honestly, that's something I'm uncomfortable with if parents truly care for their kids on the inside. So, if you want to change your mind about their fates, now is the time. Me, he's right Camille. Our prisons won't be able to hold a Lenapan because they'll just melt through the bars. Camille, you're right. I want to sever my ties to my parents and throw them into the sun. We gasp. Me, oh man. But if that's what you want then we'll do it. Come on guys. We got some sledges to clean up. To Camille and Lucy, sorry. Camille, it's alright JD. Joel, you'll need these guys. Joel handed us some strange tubes and they turned into awesome science fiction blasters. Me, wow. Spiffy. Eddie, this is cool. Camille turned into her Lenapan form. It was a humanoid Lenapan and she was a purple humanoid creature with 4 whiskers and glowing purple eyes. Me, wow. Camille, you look awesome this way. Camille, thanks JD. Let's make my family pay. Me, with pleasure. Lucy M., you'll need this too. Lucy touched mine and Ben's Omnitrixes and we assimilated the Lenapan DNA. Me, we can now turn into Lenapans. Nice. Let's roll. We set out to get Camille's parents. Asterisk asterisk asterisk. In the park, people were screaming and running for their lives as Camille's parents were terrorizing the people and smashing apart the playground. We flew in and I fired a blast of fire at them and sent them flying and they splattered into the wall. Me, okay, I have seen all kinds of weird things before but you two take the cake. Mr. and Mrs. Mann got up. They saw Ben in his ultimate Ben form and he had Heat Blast's powers activated. Mr. Mann, hello, Ben Tennyson. Do you remember us? Mrs. Mann, because we remember you. Ben, how can I forget? You tried to kill Joel and you killed so many people we knew from Earth. Me, you two are gonna pay for everything you've done and you picked the wrong people and the wrong planet to mess with. Gwen T, what were you planning to do to Camille if you two found her first? Hi. Mrs. Mann, whatever we want. The two of us aren't like your other villains. We're not trying to take over your precious planet. All we want to do is teach our daughter a lesson. Is that so wrong? Inkling. So you two aren't evil. You're just selfish. Mr. Man, lighten up, kid. We're not that bad. Once you get to know us. Hurl slime at Inkling. We dodged the slime and I fired a blaster at them and it hurt them. Me, you two give loving parents a really bad name. Agony, that's right. You tried to hurt our brother's cousin and that is something we will never tolerate. Edzilla, Ed smashed sludge piles. Edzilla pulverized them into a mushy mess. Nico, Mr. and Mrs. Man, you two have failed this city. Fire bends a fireball at them. The fire burned them bad. Me, more like they failed both our planets. They got up. Nick fired globs of slime and burned them. The men's got up. Me, you guys are really tough, I'll give you that. Mr. Man, we have more tricks to show you. Then they dropped globs of slime and the globs turned into multiple smaller lenopans. Me, you have minion synthesis. Mrs. Man, that's right. Kill them all but leave Camille for us. Me, power up. I went Super Angel, Nico went Super Scion 2. Team WITCHJEMM went Guardians of Kandrakar and some of the members of Team Loud Phoenix Storm went Super Angel. Nick, wow. So this is your transformations. Me, yep. Terrorsaur, Predacons terrorize. The Predacons transformed. Optimus Primal, Maximals maximize. The Maximals transformed. The Autobots and Decepticons transformed. Mr. Man, Cybertronians. What are they doing here? Me, that's none of your business. Take them down. We went at them and battled the Lenopan monsters and their minions. Maria R fired blasts of water and melted them. Out of the blue came a Parasect and 2 Venomoth and they were helping us beat the Lenopans. Lucy and Camille punched them all over the place and pulverized them with hammer arms and spiked club arms. We burned and melted the minions with a lot of powers and more. Lincoln zapped them with lightning and Nick melted them with acid slime. Lori fired lasers from her hands and blasted them with blasters. Wasp flew in and bashed them with powerful punches and Prowl ran over minions that were all over the place and blasted them with lasers and heat-seeking missiles. Prowl, let's use a combo on them, Wasp. Wasp, you got it, Prowl. Prowl fired missiles and Wasp flew at a blazing speed and fired laser blasts. Prowl and Wasp, beasting missile barrage. The missiles and lasers they fired bombarded the minions and Mr. and MRS Man and they burned them in fiery explosions. Me, yet. Ben fired blasts of fire from his hands and burned some minions. Venom fired blasts of black webbing and tied them up and Inkling fired acidic ink from her blaster. Let us help too. We saw Inkling's sisters Callie and Marie arrive. Inkling, Kelly, Marie. Thank goodness you all arrived. Kelly, we can catch up later. Let's get these clods. Inkling, you got it. Marie, Splatoon yet. Venom, let's get them Sky Warp. Sky Warp, you got it, Venom. Venom fired tentacles with mouths and Sky Warp teleported and fired heat-seeking missiles and lasers. Venom and Sky Warp, Venomous Bomb Mouth Slam. The mouth tentacles grabbed the missiles and slammed onto Mr. and Mrs. Man and exploded. Clay Face, final smash time. Clay Face Shard Storm. Clay Face fired numerous globs of clay and they turned into sharp spears and they skewered the sludge parents. Inkling, Killer Whale. Inkling pulled out a large megaphone-like machine and placed it on the ground. It then emitted large damaging sound waves at the sludge parents. Then it replaced the sound waves with a huge blast of ink and it covered the sludge parents in it. Me, that was awesome. We walked up to the down parents and they were weak. Mr. and Mrs. Man still had enough energy to stand even after being hit with our combos and final smashes. Eddie points his blaster at them. Don't. Just stay where you are. We'll get you two some medical attention. Mrs. Man, how generous of you. You will make a just and fair what? S.H.I.E.L.D. Commander. President? Eddie, you must be kidding. You think that's why me and my friends beat up people like you? Mr. Man. Oh, wait. That's right. They don't elect scammers to the White House. Eddie narrows his eyes. Don't go there. Mrs. Mann, why? Are you scared that we're telling the truth? Maybe you're thinking of scamming all of the United States out of their hard-earned money like in Peach Creek. Eddie fires blaster at full power. You censored. Lewin came and calmed him down. Lewin, Eddie, that's enough. Me, these two slime balls will get what is coming. Let us handle it. I encased the two parents in a jar and sent it into the depths of space. The men saw that they were heading into the Sunday. When they got close to it, they were vaporized instantly. Me, go to hell, you two. Nicole, and you two will never be welcome on our home planet. The only ones welcome are Lucy and Camille. Nicole sealed the spirits of the mans into the book of vile darkness. Me, that's that. Nick, you did a great job. Nick, thanks man. It was so awesome fighting with you. Me, I'm glad you had fun. But you have to remember that with great power comes a great responsibility. Lola, that's right, and we have to do everything we can to help preserve peace. Me, yep. Nick, being on Team Loud Phoenix Storm is gonna be awesome. Me, don't let it go to your head, man. Nick, I won't. Inkling, to the viewers, this was a battle that left us in a messy situation, and in the end we triumphed. Me, we sure did. Nick is gonna be welcome here at home. The end. Asterisk asterisk asterisk. Another fanfiction complete. Welcome aboard N. Flemingful. It's his 27th birthday today on February 18th, and I wanted to help him celebrate it by having him debut in this chapter. I figured that the Sludge Puppy chapter would be perfect for his debut. The sludge puppies from the Ben 10 episode My Big Fat Alien Wedding were ugly, gross, and disgusting. They creeped me out and disgusted me, but they were so cool. Nico-chan 11 gave me the ideas for this one. Thanks man, as usual. Let me know what you all think. See you all next time.